Hey, everybody. So, some of you may know this past weekend was the Greek Orthodox Easter. Christos Anesti to all my Orthodox friends. Alithos Anesti. And at the end of the service, the Anastasi service, which is the midnight service, you go there right around 11:30 or midnight, or in our case, we somebody got a little too excited and said, we got to get to church real quick, otherwise we're not going to get a seat. We ended up being the first people that were at the church 45 minutes early. But anyway, I digress. So the service happens at midnight, and it begins actually before that, but one of the great moments of the Orthodox faith happens when they bring out the light with a candle, and they start singing Christos Anesti, which means Christ is risen. And it's a triumphant moment. At the end of that service, which is usually around 1:30-ish in the morning, so, it gets a little long, but about 1:30 in the morning, they usually read the sermon, the homily, which is from St. John Chrysostom. It is one of the most beautiful pieces of Christian writing you'll ever see or hear. It's so moving, and it captures the Christian spirit so beautifully, and it's written so many years ago. But I wanted to point out to you, there's one line in there, if you read it, where St. John Chrysostom is kind of speaking to the devil, so to speak, and he says, "O death, where is thy sting? O Hades, where is your victory?" And it's just beautiful. But if you watch the scene from Faith, Hope, and Love, which is one of the climactic scenes of the movie, you'll hear me say, or her say, "O death, where is thy sting?" And that's what it's referring to. When she says, "O death, where is thy sting?" Remember Easter. That's where I got it from. And so it's moments like this where I try to not pound the viewer over the head, but to kind of gently ease something in to kind of underscore the point. And so that was the point I was trying to make. "O death, where is thy sting?" And she's talking about, hey, there is a brighter day up ahead. Don't forget that. Okay? All right, guys.
You're kidding me. I died first? Oh, man. This stinks. Well, come to think of it, I'm probably having a really good time up in heaven at this point. Now, knowing you've probably been in absolute agony missing me. Okay, I'll give you a year. But come on, Jimmy. What good does that do? Are you going to be like the grandmas and wear a black shawl for 40 years? Get on with it. Listen, there's a reason why we keep the casket open at funerals. We don't fear death. The king has already paid the price. The victory has already been granted to us. Remember Easter? "O death, where is thy sting?" Now, I'm figuring at some point, and it better not be too soon, God will put another woman in your life. Yes, God will put her in your life, Jimmy, and you'll be wondering what to do. So here's the checklist. 1, does she love our daughters? 2, does she make you laugh? 3, is she a good person? 4, does she believe in God? If she covers those 4 bases, that's probably God talking to you. You're my boy, Jimmy, forever and ever. But never use my death as an excuse for not living your life to the fullest. Now, if you'll excuse me, my friend Jesus is calling me. He has some incredible assignments for me to do. I love you, and don't forget our dance. I'll be waiting for you. Love, Debbie. P.S. Get on with it, Jimmy.
Get on with it.